Right friends, welcome back to questions and answers for 22nd week from 30th May to 5th June. Krishi Kalyan cess of 0.5% on all taxable services came into force on 1st June 2016. So from 1st June onwards, for all practical purposes, people have to pay total 15%, out of which 14% is the service tax. Swachh Bharat cess is 0.5% and Krishi Kalyan cess is 0.5%. So total comes to 15%. Look into the next one. 4-month window under Income Declaration Scheme 2016 came into force with effect from 1st June, and this will be valid for 4 months, that is up to 30th September 2016. The main purpose of this scheme is to unearth the black money, and tax will be 30%. Here Krishi Kalyan cess will be 25% of tax, or you can say 7.5% of income. Penalty at 25% of tax, or you can say 7.5% of income. So total comes to 45% of income declared. That means by declaring undisclosed income, people can go scot-free by paying 45% in various taxes and cess and penalties, and there will not be any prosecution under either Income Tax Act or Wealth Tax Act or Binomi Transactions Act. So no botheration about prosecution. People can go scot-free by paying 45%. So this is in a nutshell Income Declaration Scheme of 2016. This is to unearth the domestic black money, and this tax penalty Krishi Kalyan cess is to be paid by 30th November. The world's longest and deepest rail tunnel was opened in Switzerland. This is a twin-bore 57-kilometer Gotthard base tunnel, and this provides a high-speed link between northern and southern parts of Europe. Basically, it runs underneath Alps mountains in Switzerland. So if someone asks about the world's longest and deepest tunnel, that is in Switzerland, and it connects Erstfeld and Bodio in Switzerland. This tunnel travels up to a depth of 2.3 kilometers below the surface of the mountains. Total cost is $12.5 billion, and it took more than 17 years for its construction. And if you want a top 3 tunnels in the world, first one is this, that is Gotthard base tunnel with 57.1 kilometers in Switzerland. The second one is in Japan, that is Seikon rail tunnel. Please look into this slide. Seikon rail tunnel, that is in Japan with 54 kilometers length. And third one is the Channel tunnel, which connects France with the United Kingdom, is around 50.5 kilometers. Right, so Switzerland now holds the world's longest and deepest tunnel. Look into the next one. 19 people, including 2 army officers, were killed when major eruption occurred at the Central Ammunition Depot in Pulgaon, and Pulgaon is around 115 kilometers from Nagpur in Vidarbha region of Maharashtra, and it is spread over 7,000 acres. It is the second largest ammunition store in Asia, and it not only stores BrahMos missiles, artillery shells, but also stores mines, tank shells, etc. And it is the important central ammunition depot and situated in Pulgaon, that is in Maharashtra near Nagpur, and 19 people, including 2 army officers, were killed when major explosion occurred, and inquiry is going on to look into the reasons for this explosion. Name the state which became the first in the country to give social welfare benefits to transgender community, or you can say LGBT community will get social welfare benefits from now onwards in Odisha, and they will be entitled for benefits such as housing, pension and food grains. And don't forget, in 2014, Supreme Court recognized transgenders as a legal third gender. So, in addition to male, female, the third gender will be transgender. More than 700 people reported to have been killed in the incidents involving shipwrecks when people tried to cross over from Libya to Italy. Name the sea where these incidents occurred. Please look into this slide. There are two important routes. One is from Libya in North Africa to Italy in Europe. Please look into this slide. This runs through Mediterranean Sea. So, this route is from Libya to Italy. And the second one, you have to look at this Aegean Sea. This is from Turkey to Greece islands. Please look into this slide. So, these two are prominent routes where refugees cross from North African countries and also from Turkey. So, the two routes runs through Mediterranean Sea and Aegean Sea. And recently, 700 people reported to have been killed in the incidents involving shipwrecks in Mediterranean Sea when people tried to cross from Libya to Italy. Look into the next one. In 2015-16, the current account deficit expected to be around $28 billion as per the estimated figures. It is 1.3% of GDP. It is well within the anticipated range of 1.5%. And current account basically looks at the mercantile trade. We always have deficit in mercantile trade. That means the mercantile goods imports are more than mercantile goods exports. So, we have deficit. Second one is invisible trade, or you can say trade in services like the software exports. We are surplus in this. Third one is primary income. This is basically the interest and dividends taken away by the multinational companies. Here we are deficient. And secondary income is nothing but foreign remittances by the NRIs staying abroad, and in secondary income we are surplus, and overall if you put together, the current account is $28 billion deficit in 2015-16. It is 1.3% of GDP, and at the same time foreign direct investment, foreign portfolio investment, external commercial borrowings, these are categorized as capital account. And if you club current account and capital account together, then you will arrive at the balance of payments. And we are surplus in balance of payments position because of excessive inflows under foreign direct investment and sometimes under foreign portfolio investments. In India, name top 2 agricultural commodities which are being imported due to the shortfall in production. In India, we import edible oils. One example is the import of palm oil, then pulses. All of you are familiar with the crisis we are facing in the country. Our production is 17 million tons. Our requirement is 22 million tons. There is a gap of 5 million tons in pulses. So, edible oils and pulses we import from other countries. Look into the next one. As per Companies Act 2013, National Company Law Tribunal was set up to replace the Company Law Board. This is important development in the company affairs. National Company Law Tribunal NCLT was set up in place of Company Law Board, and this came into force on 1st June 2016. And please don't forget, as per the provisions of the Companies Act 2013, NCLT, that is National Company Law Tribunal, will not only replace Company Law Board but also handle various cases of companies currently with various high courts. Not only that, the cases which are with the BIFR, that is the Board for Industrial and Financial Reconstruction, these will also be shifted to National Company Law Tribunal from now onwards. And don't forget, the first president of National Company Law Tribunal is M.M. Kumar, and at the same time We have National Company Law Appellate Tribunal, and the chairperson of National Company Law Appellate Tribunal, that is NCLAT, is S.K. Mukhopadhyay. So, these institutions came up from 1st June 2016. Right. So, now Company Law Board is replaced by National Company Law Tribunal. President of AIIB is Jin Likun, and AIIB headquarters is Beijing, and don't forget New Development Bank is headquartered in Shanghai, and authorized capital for Beijing based AIIB is $100 billion, and shareholding, India is the second largest shareholder in AIIB, please don't forget, and at the same time the president of New Development Bank is KV Kamath, don't forget. Credit cards in India touched around 24.5 million. Name the bank which is ahead in issue of credit cards. HDFC Bank is ahead in issue of credit cards in the country, followed by ICICI Bank, State Bank of India and Axis Bank. So, HDFC Bank is leading in issue of credit cards in the country, and at the same time don't forget HDFC Bank is also leading in market capitalization in the country. You may ask what is meant by market capitalization. Market capitalization is number of shares outstanding multiplied by market value of share. Look into the next one. Which of the following is going to be India's first sovereign wealth fund? The first sovereign wealth fund which is yet to be established is National Investment and Infrastructure Fund, popularly known as NIIF. In this, government's shareholding will be 49%. Government already allocated rupees 20,000 crores for this, and total will be initially 40,000 crores of rupees. 51% will come as private investment. Look into the next one. Paris witnessed severe floods recently when the river waters reached the highest level in 30 years. Name the river we are talking about. The river we are talking about is the Seine River. Name the country which decided to ban all fossil fuel based cars by 2025. Fossil fuel based cars means all the petrol and diesel cars will not be sold in Norway from 2025. So, the important point to note is by 2025, 100% of Norwegian cars will be powered by green energy. And Norway has also become the first country to ban deforestation. These two things, please don't forget. Norway, please look into this slide. This is the location of Norway in Europe. Look into the next one. Novak Djokovic became the third man in history to hold all 4 Grand Slam titles simultaneously. You may ask what is meant by Grand Slam. Please look into this slide. Australian Open. Second one is the French Open, which is also known as Roland Garros. Then Wimbledon. Then US Open. These 4 are called Grand Slam tournaments. Currently, Novak Djokovic of Serbia is holding all 4 Grand Slam tournaments, and recently in French Open he defeated Andy Murray, and this is his 12th career major title. And if you go back to history, there were only 2 persons in history who hold 4 Grand Slam titles simultaneously. One is John Donald Budge of United States in 1938 and Rodney George Laver of Australia in 1962 and 1969. So, Novak Djokovic became the third man in history to hold all 4 Grand Slam titles simultaneously. Which one of the following countries takes care of around 60% of India's LNG needs? Qatar is the country which takes care of India's liquefied natural gas needs up to 60%. And please don't forget, Qatar capital is Doha and currency is Qatar Riyal. Please look into this slide. This is the location of Qatar in West Asia, situated in the Persian Gulf region, which is rich in oil. National Skill Development Mission headed by the Prime Minister took a decision to scale up training to cover at least 1.5 crore people during 2016-17. So during 2016-17, 1.5 crore people will be upgraded in skills as per the National Skill Development Mission target. And please don't forget, the National Skill Development Mission is headed by the Prime Minister. Heavyweight boxing legend Muhammad Ali passed away. He was the first man to win World Heavyweight Boxing Champion title 3 times, please don't forget. And Muhammad Ali was born in United States of America. He won gold in light heavyweight category at 1960 Rome Olympics, and he won 3 heavyweight titles and 56 wins and 5 losses. He is known for humanitarian activism, and at an early age he was detected with Parkinson's disease in 1980s. And Muhammad Ali's original name was Cassius Marcellus Clay. Subsequently, he became a Muslim by changing the name to Muhammad Ali. So if someone talks about Muhammad Ali, he belongs to United States of America, the first man to win World Heavyweight Boxing Champion title for 3 times. Name the country which rejected a proposal of guaranteed basic income. In the country, referendum was held by keeping guaranteed basic income of 2,500 Swiss francs for adults and 625 Swiss francs for children, whether the government is required to keep this as the guaranteed basic income. When the referendum was held, people said it is not required. So the people of Switzerland rejected a proposal of guaranteed basic income of 2,500 Swiss francs for adults. Look into the next one. Union Minister of Petroleum and Natural Gas Dharmendra Pradhan said that by October, Farzad gas project will be awarded to the consortium of Indian companies led by ONGC Videsh. ONGC Videsh is the overseas arm of ONGC, and Farzad gas fields were discovered in 2012 in Iran. It is estimated to have 22 trillion cubic feet of gas reserves, and India showed its intention to develop Farzad gas fields in Iran. Look into the next one. After Chabahar, we have discussed in detail about Chabahar port last week. India is looking to develop Paira port. Name the country we are talking about. The country we are talking about is Bangladesh. This Paira port is situated in Bangladesh. India has shown its intention to develop Paira port in Bangladesh. India is seeking membership of Nuclear Suppliers Group. The total membership at present is 48. Please don't forget, this was established in the year 1974. Subsequent to nuclear tests at Pokhran in Rajasthan, and Nuclear Suppliers Group controls the supply of nuclear material and technology in the world. China is basically objecting to India's membership as India is not a signatory to Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty. And so as to talk to the hardliners, recently Prime Minister undertook visits to Switzerland and Mexico. Name the first union territory in the country to sign 24/7 Power for All document. The union territory is Lakshadweep. Please don't forget, Lakshadweep at present 10 inhabited islands are mostly fed by diesel. So the power in some of the inhabited islands at present with diesel generators, and this is going to change as Lakshadweep signed 24/7 Power for All document. May 29 was observed as the International Day of United Nations Peacekeepers. We have discussed last week, and the theme for 2016 is honoring our heroes. And May 29 marks the anniversary of creation of United Nations Truce Supervision Organization in 1948. And don't forget, for the first time, UN peacekeeping mission under the United Nations flag monitored the ceasefire of Arab-Israeli war in 1948. Union Ministry of Power launched India's first integrated web portal designed to promote and mainstream net zero energy buildings in India, and this was launched in association with United States Agency of International Development, or USAID. Please don't forget. Identify the incorrect one. Sonia Lathar belongs to boxing. Seema Punia, discus throw. These sports persons are into the news recently. I have given the details. Please go through them. And Sardar Singh, please correct. He is eminent hockey player and captain of Indian national team. So the third option is wrong. Sardar Singh is of hockey. And Seema Punia, discus throw. Sonia Lathar is boxing. And they are into the news recently because of various reasons. Please go through this. We observe World No Tobacco Day on 31st May. This is based on the resolution of World Health Organization in 1988, and the theme for 2016 is Get Ready for Plain Packaging. You may ask, what is meant by plain packaging? Plain packaging of tobacco products is basically without the use of logos, brand images, colors and promotional information. Only it allow brand and product name displayed in a standard color and font style. And Australia is the first country in the world to implement plain packaging in 2012, basically to discourage people for the usage of tobacco. So basically to discourage people from using tobacco, this plain packaging is recommended, and Australia is the first country to implement plain packaging. Right friends, the last one, Dr. R. Sitaraman was conferred with the 2016 Green Economy Visionary Award, and he is the Group CEO of Doha Bank, and he was awarded for his contribution to environment friendly activities and promoting green economy for 2 decades. Right friends, with this let us conclude questions and answers. Have a nice day. Thank you.